it's Terry Willingham, founder of the Bossy Beauty brand, and I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to give y'all something that's going to really help you. It's going to change a lot of you, the way you talk to people, and then in that way, it's going to impact your business and make it so much better and grow so much faster. So let me ask you, how many of you get those pitchy messages in your messenger? I get them every day. Do you get them consistently at least once a week? Maybe you get them several times a week, or maybe even get them every day like I do. You know, the ones that come in where they're like inviting you to watch something, inviting you to buy something, inviting them to join you. Just like I got one today. I don't even know what the girl does, and she wanted me to go to this live event 3 hours from me, and she was going to give me something free for going. Well, I don't care. I was like, girl, I don't even know what you do. No, I don't. So, you know, when people start counting you like that, sometimes it gets a little frustrating because you're like, you know, I thought that eventually this person would start seeing me as the one with the value and they would want to join with me. Well, guess what? I got the goods on how you can make that happen, and it's going to really help you. So let's jump into it, because what I'm going to show you how to do is going to make them start to notice you and listen to you and eventually be a part of what you have. All right, so one of the first things that has to go with this, y'all, is your posture. Like, how do you want them to see you? Do you want them to see you as sort of that weak person kind of hanging around, wondering if this is going to work, maybe kind of got your toe in the water? Or do you want to see them as someone, you want them to see you like a leader? Like that I'm the person who's confident, and I know where I'm going, and I know I can help people with this deal, and I've got it right here. What do you want them to see you? Because you can't come across as weak or kind of mamby-pamby and have this work. It just doesn't, you know, you're going to start talking to them like a genuine person, and you're going to hold your ground while you are doing it. Like, you're not going to cave in and appear weak, or you're not going to just buy their thing because you feel like you have to, all right? And here's the deal. It's a kind of a slippery slope. You don't want to get condescending or superior with them, especially if you've had some success. It's really easy to slide into that when you see someone who's brand new or someone who's maybe just hasn't had a chance to develop the right kind of skill set to be able to talk and market and draw people to them in this way, which leads me to my second part of this whole deal, is you have to come at it from a place in service. This is where you can really start to turn it around. This is what's going to set you apart, because as they pitch you to buy or join, they ask you that, what you're going to start to do is you're going to start to ask them some really good questions. Like, oh, you're with XYZ company. How long have you been doing that? Or, how's it going? I see you're with XYZ. How's that going for you? And then wait and let them answer. What kind of goals have you set for yourself? That's a good one. I always like to ask them. I always ask, how long have you been with XYZ company? And then if they say, a month, if they say 2 years, whatever they say, I say, really? What kind of goals have you set for the next couple of months coming up for that? Or sometimes I ask people, like I asked this girl this morning, I said, really? She told me she'd been with her company 2 years. I said, really? You must have a really big team then. And I waited. And it took her a little while to answer me. And guess what? She don't have a big team. And I know she don't, because it took her a while to answer me. And I saw by the answer she gave me that she didn't. And so if you think, well, I don't know, those sound like some hard questions, think about it. You're the leader. You're asking questions. They are asking you to join or buy. You have to step up and find out, is that a person I would be interested in letting lead me? See, this is what I did all wrong in the beginning. When I started direct sales 11 years ago, I did it all wrong. I just got excited and I jumped in with somebody. I joined with some really crappy leaders that didn't help me at all. It took me a long time to figure out that I need to interview the person and find out if this is the person that's going to be right for me. And you have the right to do that. Like, what makes them qualified to get you? That's the whole posture you need. What makes you qualified to get me? So here's my tips for you. Number one, always be gracious. Like, as you're asking these questions, talk to them like a genuine person who is in service and who cares about people and is interested. Be gracious. Number two, compliment them, whether they're brand new and they got the smallest of wins, or they say they have some great big success story. Now, I'm going to give you a little tip. I got a great big success story, and I never start spouting all my achievements at anybody. That's not what the bigger leaders do. That's not how they do it. So if someone comes up to you and goes, oh, I've got this, then you can probably bet there's a teeny bit of fibbing going on in there. Maybe just a little bit. But that's all right. You just let them hold that space for them. You let them sit there in that, knowing that you got the bigger shoes on. You just remember that. The third thing is stay confident in what you have. Like, listen to what they're saying. If you're complimenting, you're saying that's great. You're asking them questions. But be confident where you are because you're the leader, right? You're the one asking the questions. Remember, the one who asks the questions controls the conversation every time. And number 4, hold your sacred ground. Like, don't let them try to get in there and try to make it look like they got one up on you. Hold your ground where you are. It is sacred. This is me. This is what I do. I've set the precedent. I'll chat with you all day long, but this is what I do. And the last one, if you're bold enough to do it, offer to give them some tips that might help them. Like, you could see, I like to see if they'll get on the phone with me because I'm always better when I'm chatting, right? Just like on this video, it's always better for me to be doing this than it is for me typing it out. So I like to get on the phone again, and I can give them some tips. I'll go to their profile and say, I think you could do better if you did this, or I think you could be better if you do that, or you might try this. I mean, how can you help them? Because that is where you set yourself apart as different. They start to see you different. They start to see you as someone who is not some mamby-pamby. This girl ain't messing around. Like, she's been around the block, and she understands what it is to be bold and to lead people. That puts you in a whole new vibe when you start talking to people in those ways. And guess what? You didn't spam them. You didn't come at them with your thing, because now, I promise you, when you do this, they are watching you. They are no longer trying to think they're going to get you right off the bat. Now they're starting to wonder, as you continue to do things and continue to post without spam, without all that junk, you just continue to lead people, and they're starting to go, oh my gosh, this person's up another level. I do need to start watching what this person's doing. That is how you start to draw people, qualified people in, who want to learn and who want to work and who want to do stuff. And they're going to realize that they may not snag you, but they could join you as the leader. All right? That is what I have for y'all this Friday. If you take it to heart, I promise you it'll make a big difference. When you figure this out, when you start talking to people in that way, it is going to totally change your whole recruiting effort. All right. Y'all, I got to go. I got stuff to do. Y'all have an amazing Friday, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.